Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. I am sure majority of you may have seen videos coming out from Mexican community. The same people that are begging you, that are always every day screaming that black people come and help us, come and save us, are still the same people that will go around saying the word that black people told them not to say. So now, what do you people want? I am going to say this thing to every black person listening. Enough of giving people pass to some certain things, because it is when you give them pass to say it probably around you, then they extend it to other people. By extending it to one person, it keeps spreading. For that man to sit in that room with black women saying that shows you the audacity. But then I am sure he will never try with black men. But I am going to advise you people on something, just something. I know you really do want to say the word so bad, but please make sure that when you want to say it, go to some community, go to some black community, those black community, and scream it out loud. Let's see what happens. If that experiment, if you pass it, then you can continue to say it. Just one word that a group of people already told you people, do not use it, do not say it. The same word that you people will never stop using. That tells me the kind of people you all are. But it is what it is. Yeah. Let's get into this.
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I wish there was some black dudes in here.
There are. Will right there. And there's one right here.
Not.
Okay, well, we're gonna use him.
Okay, that's my manager. Hey,
Because
Will.
me and Fee know what's up.
Will, you're black? I'm playing.
What the fuck are you gonna do about it, you know? And then second of all, I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them. I grew up fucking doing bad shit with them. I grew up loving with them. You know, I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out black, I mean, it was shit. It's what the fuck I was surrounded by, you know? Like, I respect people that they feel that way. And that's why I try to shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from or anywhere, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You know, it's like I don't went to the jungle and earned the lion's head. You know, and I'll.
Hey, good morning. I'm back because I don't give a fuck. Mexican OT. So what exactly were you expecting to gain from that interview? Were you expecting to get more black fans, or were you expecting to have some type of powerful moment with the black people? No, it wasn't gonna happen like that, especially not with your deliverance. You immediately said, I wish it was a black man in the room now so I can see what the fuck he's going to do about it. What is he going to do about it? You're asking to get dealt with. Motherfuckers didn't even care about you saying the word before, obviously, because you were saying it in your music. You were saying it around the city you live in, around the motherfuckers you grew up with, and all types of shit. And truth be told, the motherfuckers you grew up with and around, they need their ass beat along with yours because, honey, they got you feeling like you more black than them. They got you feeling like you black. Talking about something, we came in on the same boat. Bitch, my people was kidnapped and brought here. Y'all came here on free will because y'all wanted to. And then you sitting up there looking like you looking. You think you get brownie points in an interview in a room full of fucking females. A room full of females. If that was a room full of niggas, you would not have said that. You would not have said that. So stop. And then what makes it all funnier, y'all, he's a Trump supporter. So it's giving me, maybe they planted him. Maybe they wanted to get the black race in an uproar. They're like, yeah, let's send Mexican OT. Let's divide the Mexicans and the black people. And that's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. Divide and conquer. They're going to divide the fucking Hispanics and the blacks and take us out individually. They're already starting with y'all. Deportations. They already started with us shit a long time ago. Killings. So it don't matter, like, y'all. So what was your purpose of the whole video? What was your purpose of saying that? I noticed all your tour dates and all your tour cities, they're nowhere near black populated communities. They're nowhere near. Let me shut the fuck up. And you need to take the Mexican out your name. Because you claim Texas harder than what the fuck you claim Mexico, dog. And again, you voted for Trump.
Last thing, I think, a
apparently some guy named Mexican OT. I would be lying to you if I said I actually knew who he was, but I just saw the clip surfacing, doubling down on his use of the N-word, aka what y'all gonna do about it. And then my question just becomes, people with that type of disposition, what's the point of holding on to a slur that doesn't belong to you? Hear me. Hold on to slurs about Mexican people. Why do you have to hold to one that essentially has nothing to do with you, which would suggest that you enjoy being racist? Do I believe that everybody who's Mexican who uses it is coming from a racist place? No. However, if it's difficult for you to drop because it's offensive to some, which we have the right, again, black people are not a monolith. There's going to be some that, you know, are cool with it. But if it's so difficult for you to drop, you need to reconsider your why. And that's not being discussed enough. Why do you have to say it so much? It's those people, like, if the N-word's in a song and everybody else is singing it, there are literal wars and rumors of wars, not even rumors anymore, wars going on, and you're distressed because you can't say the N-word. It's giving racist, and I don't really know how else to, because find your own slurs to turn around. But we always love to profit and get clout and get cool points at the expense of somebody else, because we have nothing else to contribute to the culture. It's okay, I get it. Say you like creativity. Got it.
The Mexican OT shit is crazy because a lot of people who say that whole, like, I think one part of his interview, he said, oh, we're just on a different boat stop away. Bro, no, that's not how that works, bro. I'm Afro-Latino. You feel what I'm saying? I'm American as fuck, and, you know, I'm born and raised in America, but I'm Afro-Latino, literally by birth. My mother is an Afro-Latino woman. My father's African-American, but I was born in Puerto Rico. Right? I'm still black. Another Puerto Rican that comes from Puerto Rico that's fair-skinned or looks white, that doesn't just make them a nigga automatically. Now, Puerto Rico may be a little different, because if you are seen as anywhere, way, shape, or form mixed with African, you's a nigga. And, you know what I mean? So a lot of Puerto Rico consider themselves African. You know, the ones you consider them white, you kind of get the gist of that. So being Afro-Latino doesn't exclude you from the conversation of race or being Latino in the community in general. Mexican OT is a pale-skinned Mexican man. You may have some black in your lineage, but as far as the other Afro-Mexicans, you're a white man. Calling them the N-word. And then using the excuse of we were shipped to different places. Some of you niggas weren't shipped anywhere. Some of your ancestors were the Spaniards, the conquistadors, the conquerors, the colonizers. So when I hear that justification, certain, like, oh man, we all dropped off, all y'all niggas ain't African. He didn't even bring up, like, his own people who were colonized in Mexico and other native groups who were conquered. It's so we were dropped off into some. Like, what does that mean? Well, I done ate with niggas. I done fought with niggas. I done fought and ate with Mexicans. That don't make me Mexican. I don't live in a project with Latinos. That don't make me Mexican. like, oh, I grew up poor and I fought black folk. I don't friends with black folks, so I can say the N-word. No, you can say N-word with those niggas. That don't mean that you can walk up to another random group of niggas saying they niggas gonna want to rumble. Or worse, they're just gonna walk away from you. Cause, like, I'm not about to stand around no niggas saying the N-word around me flippantly. And I'm not gonna be that guy who act like, oh man, oh, the racists never said the N-word. They definitely have. Definitely. All type of racists, motherfucker got the pass to just say throw around a word, this, that, and the third. But at the same time, I just don't talk to them niggas. Because, like, I don't want you to call me that shit. So, like, just to avoid myself getting angry, I just not gonna be around you because you're not gonna be talking to me, my nigga this, my nigga that, you not black. Like to me it's just a simple question like, hey, are you black? Because if you're not black, I'm not comfortable with you throwing around the N-word around me. I'm just gonna stop talking to you. You feel what I'm saying? Oh man, why can y'all say it? We can't say it. But you can say what you want to, but the right nigga gonna punch you in the mouth. So you can do what you want. I just know that I'm not comfortable with that. Like, I ain't comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I just feel like some of these justifications that niggas is defending, oh man, you ain't gonna change how I talk. If you got real respect for people and someone says something makes me uncomfortable, it's just as simple as stopping. But because most people don't really respect black people, but they just like our culture, this is the type of comments we get. Oh man, the fuck you gonna do about it? Bro, in the right room, he would have never left the right room, bro. Not even for the fact you say the N-word, because again, we be around motherfuckers, we cool with, oh man, my nigga is that's my nigga, but we ain't doing all that. Like, I know that nigga. But to some strangers, like, he's oh man, hey, this black dude, hey, I'm gonna ask him the fuck you gonna do about it. But with respect, bro, nigga would have strangled you, bro. It'd have been a shoestring going around your throat, bro. Nigga would have strangled you, bro. Like what was the purpose of trying niggas when they asked you comfortably, do you feel comfortable saying that? Like, that's an honest question. He took it as a try to his manhood. And then he specifically targeted black men. Like, bro, fuck Mexican OT. But at the same token, we gotta stop allowing people to come in our culture and be comfortable just because they got black friends. It's okay to check your non-black friend for being kind of racist. Because if that's your man in them, then he'll actually take what you said in consideration and fuck with you. If not, he gonna do this type of shit where he feel like you trying his manhood because you're setting boundaries. You don't have to explain to people why them saying nigga around you is uncomfortable. I don't have to explain that to anybody. I don't have to explain why black people can say it and no one else can say it. Say what you want to, but if I slap you in the mouth for saying it because I asked you not to and you do it anyway, it is what it is. But you don't get to dictate to motherfuckers how we should feel about you using a term that's not yours. We can't call you your racial slur as a form of endearment. You will not accept that. Oh, well, y'all call us this. Yeah, well, we're being insulting to you. Racist to you. But if I'm sitting here smoking L's and chilling and you just throwing nigga this and nigga that and I say, hey bro, can you chill? You don't get to say, well, y'all call us WBs and the B word when you're mad. I'm not angry, nigga. Like, I'm rolling L with you. That's weird, bro. That's weird. So on one hand, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And again, I've been around non-black folk. I've had friends who non-black say the N-words. I'm not even gonna play the N-word police. The fact that you said what the fuck you're gonna do about it, you'd have fought me outside. I ain't gangster, ain't nothing about it. It's really the principle. Off GP, outside. What you gonna do about it? I'm gonna show you outside. Come outside. The bare minimum, because that level of disrespect ain't just to me, it's to the ancestors. You tried every black man just by that statement. And the fact they released it is insane on Juneteenth. Absolutely insane. But that statement is so flagrant. Fuck y'all gonna do about it? Because then if we do something about it, oh, you're just gonna fight over a word? But you willing to challenge a nigga to a fight over a word. It's a lose-lose. The sad part, it's a lose-lose. If we ignore it and show that we the better people, y'all feel more comfortable disrespecting us. We break your head open like we're supposed to. Now we're living up to stereotypes. Meanwhile, the disrespect gonna keep happening and y'all gonna keep trying niggas. The only thing we could do is stop allowing niggas at the cookout. Everybody ain't welcome. I don't care how hood a motherfucker is. Everybody ain't allowed at the cookout. I've had close friends, good friends. One of my mans who passed, he was non-black dude. He grew up around niggas. Hell, all his other homies let him say the N-word. But you know who we didn't say that to? Me. Because I set that boundary. And that's still my homie. R.I.P. to my man Isaiah. Because he respected me enough not to. And I used to check himself from saying it to me. I ain't never said nothing about it. I respected the fact you respected me enough to not do that. And that was still my man's. It's respect. It's pure respect. Because I asked. I don't seem like the type of nigga you can get off with that with. Hey, bro, I'm not comfortable with that. I ain't here to press you or nothing. And if you proceed to disrespect me afterwards, yeah, I'm gonna fight about it. Because now I did the manly thing. I set a boundary. I came respectful. And it's still fuck. You know what I mean? I feel entitled to have to fight over that. So, for a lot of black folk, I ain't gonna lie to you. Sauce Walker, you're a Sambo. You're a Sambo. Niggas saying, hey, don't say the N-word, saying she ain't even all black herself. Who are you to determine the purity of someone's blackness chasing snow bunnies? Shut the fuck up. I hate that. Stop jumping out in the woodworks, jumping to defend niggas who don't even respect your people. I have friends of all races. I have friends of all cultures. I have love for people of all kinds. The moment you disrespect my community, because you called out black men specifically, the black women there were disrespected because you challenged their men and try to make them look like hoes. Like, what was this? To any black rapper that collaborates with him going further and doesn't check that, you're a bitch ass nigga. For any man who's making excuses for him saying that, in the way he said it, I'd have took the, oh, I grew up with nigga my whole life, you know, man, I got love for my homies. That ain't a justification, but like, that's for, it's at least it's from love. The fuck he gonna do about it?
I want to talk about Mexican OT. I know it's controversial. He was recently on a podcast and they asked him, why do you feel like you can use the N-word? And he pretty much said, you know, I grew up with these people in Houston, Texas, loving them, fighting them, eating with them, etc. And then he goes on to say that he wished there was some black dudes in the room. And he goes on to say, what you gonna do about it? See, people just focus on that last part, and they really wasn't really hearing what he was saying. I know to most people it doesn't even matter in the first place. But listen, a lot of us Hispanics, I'm Puerto Rican, but a lot of us Hispanics, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, so on, yes, we carry our culture with us. And we also adopted the culture here in the United States. Some neighborhoods in America are very blended with black and brown. We grew up with each other in neighborhoods. It's a beautiful thing. And some parts of America, they don't really know what that is like. And when they hear a Hispanic or a Latino saying the word, you know, they're in an uproar. Look at early hip-hop in the Bronx and stuff like that. You had Big Pun, Fat Joe, for example. People that were also mixed back in those days that actually spit songs and used the word in the songs and stuff like that. It was like part of the culture. It was, I wouldn't say it was cool, but it wasn't nothing out of the norm because they were surrounded by all these different people. At this point, I don't think you gotta like it. Mexican OT, he already apologized to another rapper that said he lost respect for Mexican OT after watching the interview. And he apologized. He sounded very sincere, like he didn't mean no harm. He was just being a strong masculine male, I guess, in other words. But this is the thing, guys. We're in 2025. I've been hearing this argument whether Hispanic Latinos should be using the N-word and in what context are they using it? Are they disrespecting us? You know, I wouldn't doubt that there's people using the word out of malice, you know, to mock, because in every group and ethnicity there's people like that. So I understand. But there's a lot of people that actually grew up in mixed rooms, and honestly it was just like a normal day. But the real thing that's going on right now, that instead of having these conversations about who can use the N-word, that we've been having this debate since forever, since the early 90s, 80s, so on. Like, we need to start having these conversations what's going on right now. Like with the Hispanic and Latinos community, bro. Donald Trump, mass deportation, concentration camps, alligator Alcatraz that's being built in Florida in the Everglades. Let's talk about Martin Luther King's statue removed from the White House. Let's talk about how DEI, and they had tried to tarnish earlier this year the reputation of Martin Luther King and the impact that he has done. A lot of laws have shifted that don't benefit Hispanics or Black Americans. And right now, it's the Hispanic and Latinos that are going through it. I'm even seeing Muslims being attacked because, as you can see, that there might be a Muslim mayor elected for New York City. So you have, these people saying to Donald Trump to deport him, which is absolutely crazy. America is very diverse. It always has been. I don't know why people think that it wasn't for some reason. Y'all got to go back, sit back. That's why everybody wants to be in America. It's common sense. You'll find every group of people here. Now we're inviting discrimination, hatred, fear-mongering towards Hispanics, Latino, Black Americans, Muslims, Christians. The list goes on. And that's not what America represents. But these people that are currently in this administration are going down the list. Because eventually, they don't want Hispanic Latinos. They don't want any Muslims. They damn sure don't want anybody that doesn't share their complexion and their blood. And that's the God honest truth. And for the people that,
This is all I got from this video. And all I can say is that this story has actually lingered for a little while. I posted something like this on my other channel, but the video was restricted. Majority of you will not know, but it's only me from my studio that can see. The video was actually restricted. So a lot of people did not see it. And moreover, it wasn't like, this is just like a separate one on its own. Now, I am going to say this. I think it's also time for Black people to stop giving some people pass. I don't care how long you've lived in Black community. I don't care how you have friends in Black community. I don't care, how everything about you evolves in Black community. It is actually very disrespectful, seeing you people say that. It's kind of disgusting. And the fact that majority of you do not even see anything wrong, you see it and you say it with pride. That is 20-something years old man in front of Black women. And why were they even giggling? Why were they laughing actually? I think he should go to where Black men are and say that, speak the way he spoke. And I am going to tell you people this, to proximity to any people or any this thing does not mean doesn't make you that. Proximity to Blackness does not make you a Black person. And for all these people that think that proximity to whiteness also equals to white, it doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen like that. You are not Black. You are not Black. I, as an African woman, do not use that word because I do not see the need to. Why do I have to call you It's not okay. I understand it's only Black people that can say it. For those that like to say it, say it. But please, enough of giving people pass to say something, because when you give them pass to go around disrespecting other people, I am sure majority of you may have seen videos. When I say videos upon videos of them, even during the last protest, that they were just using the N, like every second, like it was nothing. That is really disgusting. A word that some people already told you, do not use it on us. We do not like it. It's disrespectful. It's not okay to use it. That is the same word they want to die on. They want to die on that word. And not until some people's teeth start missing, You might be in a community and then boom, something happens. This gone. Because you are fighting for your life. Sometimes I absolutely would love it if you go to some certain kind of places, like the white man that actually went to a Black owned business, I think in Mississippi, if I am not mistaken, and said the word and ended up in yeah. So even if you say that you want to say it so bad, make sure you say it at the right place. I don't care who you are. But it is really disgusting that Black people wake up every day to saying the same thing. That is to tell you how you people only want to take from Black people. You don't ever want to give to Black people. And it's only corny people that do things like that. Only selfish people that do things like that. They only want to take from you. They won't ever give you. I am going to draw my curtain here. Bye for now.